Well, we don't have to go to Addersfell. So there used to be a building in Andoria where I met Ayer that he used to meet up with people from the Hollow Guard. So I could take you there. And also while we're in Andoria, I could go and see if maybe Xavier came back home, and he could probably help us too.
Yeah, and we don't have to go to Addersfeld because apparently Kella can reach out to people.
I have
Like
recently
anywhere in the
acquired
world?
Yes.
Wow.
It's hard to explain, but when I look at people, I can see the tethers that tie them to this plane, and if you follow those tethers, they kind of stretch.
Can you see my tethers?
If I focus, yeah, I can.
What color are they?
Oh, they kind of oscillate. Everyone's colors are the same, I'm sorry to disappoint. But
No, mine are
there's a
different. Can
fabric.
you check? You just have to check. You haven't even checked. You said you have to focus.
Oh, all right. I'll take a look. I hunch over. I put my hands on my knees. I sort of look around. Turn around for me. Do a little.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Okay. Bless you.
That's it.
They are. There's a little bit of sort of yellow on the ends, right? But then as it gets closer to you, it turns bluish in hue, and then as it gets the closest to you, it becomes a shade of lavender, purple.
Wow.
It's quite complex. I've never seen anything like it.
What color am I?
I'm complex.
Here's orange, Flynn.
Oh,
Haha.
just orange? Do you want me to like spin around or anything, or?
Nah, you're fine. I got you.
Oh,
You're covered.
okay.
Alma, you mentioned the name Xavier. What familiarity do you have with... What's the significance of that?
Xavier's my friend. And he helped me before I met Air and March in Andoria. But he was gone. He just kind of disappeared, and I've been looking for him since then. But I kind of got distracted, obviously, and I haven't found him anywhere. So it'd be nice to go back and see maybe he just like came back home.
Well, I
And he's part
I don't know how...
of the Hollow Guard?
No.
I don't know how common of a name Xavier is, but I recently met a Xavier myself, a young one, in this city.
A young one?
Younger.
No, he's old.
Oh, he's old.
He's super old. He's a wizard. He's real old.
Oh, no, I'm confusing my... No, I did meet an older wizard with the name Xavier, but he was bound
Huh? Where?
in this city.
Like today? You met
What?
him today?
I met three... actually met five
You met
beings.
3 Xaviers?
No,
You
no,
met
not
5
Xaviers.
Xaviers? That's weird.
Did you meet every age group of a Xavier?
No. It's hard to remember some of these particularities of the names of people of
But
this
you met
origin.
you met an old guy named Xavier, and he had a white goatee and white hair. Did he look like my mud monster? Did he look like my mud monster?
I couldn't tell. He was wrapped in chains. I found myself on a little bit of a wild goose chase earlier today, trying to help out some children who had their parental figure locked up in the prisons here. And while I was there, I came into contact with a being named Xavier, seemingly a very powerful being named Xavier.
Shreya?
I tried to free
Was
this
he on the
Shreya?
person, but I
chopping block?
Shreya?
Is he in danger, Shreya?
1 second. Did you do a prison break without us?
I wouldn't say I did one.
You
Suppose
totally did.
I stumbled into one.
You did a
Man.
prison break without us. That's so rude. You have to wait for us.
Well, I meant to. You were all gone except for one of you.
You could have woke us up or woke me up.
Well,
But you did. You only got one person out of jail, and Xavier's still there.
It's not for lack of try. Look, I went to go to the park today. That was all I wanted to do, was to go to the
The park is
and have a nice
beautiful.
time. And then
Yeah.
They seemed so sweet, and they wanted their parent back, and I couldn't help but help them, and it was way outside of my comfort zone, but I ended up, yes, I suppose I ended up doing a prison break.
The judicial system here seems pretty fond of capital punishment, Shreya. Is Xavier on the chopping block? Is he in danger?
I don't know. All I know is that when he seemed like a nice enough fellow. I tried to free him myself, but did not have the ability or the level of magic required to. And then as I hid from the guards, I noticed that they were transferring him somewhere else. If this is indeed the same Xavier, which how do we know it is?
Were they transferring him right now? We gotta get him before they transfer him somewhere else.
I have no way of knowing that, Olma. I think his last name was...
Why didn't you tell us you were helping with a prison break when we first got here? Why have we been wasting our time if there's people in prison?
Literally the first thing I did when I got back was ask you how your day was.
And then we ran. You never asked. After that, we ran over to another house.
Let's go to the prison.
Oh.
Let's go to the prison.